Broadcasting live from Shibuya, Tokyo. Welcome to English Journal Podcast. During this podcast, we will be using this magazine, English Journal, to talk about global news and culture.
この番組はアルク B 私の英会話リピートークの提供でお送りいたします。はい、東京渋谷よりポッドキャスト YouTube で全世界にお送りしております勝手に EJ こと勝手にイングリッシュジャーナル。この番組は B 私の英会話という英会話スクールが送り込んでくるネイティブ講師 AK 資格と私英語学習中のジュンがイングリッシュジャーナルの最新刊について15分間で話すという内容になっております。さて今回の資格は4ヶ月ぶりサラさん。
Hi everyone, it's me, Sarah. I'm 28 years old and I'm from
なん
America.
か小耳に挟んだんですけど、サラさん最近結婚式したんですか？結婚したんですか？
Well, yeah, actually, that's very true. I actually had two weddings to the same man, no divorce, no.
そういうこと。はい。
Same man, don't worry.
びっくりした。はい
So I got married to a Japanese man and we had a Japanese wedding in Japan and we had an American wedding in America. So for each family because my parents couldn't come here. So the Japanese wedding was held last month in Harajuku at Togo Kinenkan.
へえ、原宿でやったんですか？おめでとうございます。ねえ、めでたいですね。
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it was honestly kind of a pain in the ass.
ペインザスめんどくさい。
So
なんだって？
it was so it was a very traditional Japanese wedding. So I literally spent most of my time in the bride's room, either changing into my shiromuku or the
めんどく
geruchikake
さいよね。はいはいはい。
or just waiting. So the majority of my time was spent waiting by myself or with my husband, just waiting. So, and when we finally did get out, I listened to speeches. We had like hundreds of photos. And there was videos and we had to play a game. I couldn't talk to anyone. I couldn't eat. And the food was just sitting in my face. And I was so hungry. And, after the wedding, they said I could eat my food that I was staring at the entire time during the ceremony and stuff. And at the end, I was excited. I had all the plates on the food, like all on the table. And I open it up and there's like one small strip of beef. And I'm like, what? Where's the rest of it? Yeah.
でもちゃんと金を払うっていう。
With the Japanese wedding, though, so it was nice and everything, but it was crazy expensive. It was millions of yen.
する。
And almost everything was part of a package, and I couldn't remove it. Like, I had to have it because it was a package. So I had to pay for things I didn't want at all and didn't even use. It was like really sneaky. I didn't like it at all. And part of the package was the katsura. And I have blonde hair, not black, and I was like, I'm not going to use the katsura. And they're like, oh, you have to pay for it anyway because it's part of the package. The thing was like 30,000 yen.
めっちゃ怒ってるじゃないですか。でも確かにね、シャボン玉を出す変な機械も3万円とかするし、大体高いですよね。あれ、アメリカだとそんなことないんですか？
Oh, no, we have packages in America, but you don't have to have them. Like, you can do your own thing. So like my American wedding only cost me literally 250,000 yen. Yeah.
マジですか？
For everything.
へえ、そんな安いんですか？
Yeah.
それを知ってしまったら確かに切れたくなる気持ちもわかりますよね。へえ。
So it was crazy. That's crazy. So for the Japanese wedding was like 2.5 hours, right? And it was millions of yen. And the American wedding was like 5 hours. And it was 250,000 yen. That's crazy, right? Completely different.
アメリカのどこでやったんですか？
Oh, we held it about 30 minutes outside of Philadelphia. So the American wedding was held at a church, but it wasn't in the main cathedral area. It was more in like a dining hall area. So the ceremony and the reception were both held in the same rooms. Also, the place was cheap and also food. So we had catering. So the whole wedding was catered and everything came to about 60,000 yen.
6万円？
Yep, for everyone. And for the Japanese wedding, it was basically more than 10,000 yen per person. So each plate was more than 10,000 yen.
なるほど。
Don't get me wrong. So the American wedding can be just as expensive as Japanese ones, but you can also keep it really cheap. You have much more control. You can, get rid of things, add things, go outside of the company. It's just better. But the biggest difference, though, between Japanese and American weddings is the dancing.
ああ、出たダンス。はいはいはい。
So basically, we have the traditional dance that starts with the bride and her father. They dance together. Then the groom cuts in and starts dancing with the bride for a bit. After that, everyone joins in.
踊る曲とかなんか指定したりしたんですか？
My dad and I danced to Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder. You know the Isn't She Lovely?
これね、名曲ですね。
That was a good song.
これ泣いちゃうかもしれないですよね。
Well, maybe my dad a little bit, kind of. A little bit. He got a little stuck. He gave me a kiss on the forehead, and I was like, "You're getting weak, old man, getting weak." And he's like, "I'm allowed to cry." No. But so when it came down to like, I picked the Stevie Wonder song, but after that, the DJ picked the rest of the music, which was nice.
旦那さん普通に日本人の方じゃないですか。ちゃんとみんなの前で踊れたんですか？
Yeah. So my husband, he tried to dance, but it ended up being kind of creepy and a bit funny. he kind of did the whole shaking of the chest. He comes walking in. I'm like, what are you doing?
いや、難易度高いでしょ。
it was creepy. It was funny though. But it's okay.
はいはい。あとなんかアメリカってご祝儀の代わりにプレゼントを渡すんでしたっけ？
Yeah, usually guest gifts. But since my husband and I live in Japan, we couldn't carry everything back with us, so they just gave us money.
まあそこはなんか柔軟な感じで、そこまあじゃあ日本での結婚式よりもアメリカの方が良かったと。まあでも地元が一番ですよね。
Don't get me wrong, the Japanese wedding was fun too. Everything was nice.
そういえばサラさんの Facebook に結婚式の時の和装の写真上がってますよね。
Yeah.
これプロフィール写真でキスしているっていう、これPDA ってやつじゃないですか。パブリックディスプレイオブアフェクションじゃないですか。
Public display of affection. It was his nose. I was kissing him on the nose, not the mouth. So not really any PDA there. It's safe.
あとこのカバー写真は何してるんですか？なんか旦那さんのほっぺたをなんか棒のようなもので叩いているっていう非常に暴力的な写真が。
Oh yeah, so that was one of the props for the shoe game.
シューゲーム。
It's a party game played in America.
へー、シューゲームは。
What the rule of the game is, the guests, they all kind of ask questions, you know, and then during the game you read the questions, and then the guests kind of guess who they think is the one who does it the most or is the best, and then after the end, the husband and the groom and bride kind of say who it is, who they think it is.
二人の関係性や人柄が見えるものや友人や家族には見せない意外な一面を感じさせるものが盛り上がります。例えば喧嘩をした時最初に謝るのはどっち？お金を浪費するのはどっち？最初に惚れたのはどっち？告白はどちらからした？どちらのキスが上手？普段甘えん坊なのはどっち？不思議と胸がざわつくというかイラッとしますね。
There's a lot of like weird questions, but usually in America we use shoes. In the Japanese one we use these like little props, but in America we use shoes.
それでね、はいはいはいはい。
But we couldn't, take our shoes off in Japan.
はいはいはいはい。
I bought little sticks.
サラさんの時はどんな質問があったんですか？
We got questions like, who is the strongest? Me. Who eats the most food? Me. And we even got one question that wasn't really for both of us, but more for my husband, which was something like, has Sarah ever tried to kill you? Which my husband was kind of, stuttering and was a little scared because I was right next to him, because if he said yes, I would kill him in front of everyone.
キャラ出てますね。
Yeah, it was weird questions.
すみません、ちなみに旦那さんとどういう慣れ初めだったんですか？
This is an interesting story. So for one time I decided I was going to make him a cheesecake. We weren't dating yet. We were like boyfriend, girlfriend. We were just, kind of,
ただチーズケーキをあげた。
Yeah. So it was like 4 dates in, but not boyfriend, girlfriend. So I gave him a cheesecake. And then that night, he goes on Facebook and updates his status to in a relationship with Sarah Jones.
おめでてえな。
But he doesn't ask me. He doesn't do anything. He just updates his Facebook, and I wake up in the morning and I'm in a relationship with him, and I didn't even know about it. And I was with my host mother that time, and she was like, "That's very Japanese man. Right? They do that a lot." And I'm like, "Really?"
それジャパニーズ関係ないんじゃないかな。
Well, and my host mother, she was Japanese, so she can say that. It's okay. She's like, yeah, they all do that. And I'm like, really? Like, you're supposed to ask. So technically, my husband never asked me to be his girlfriend yet.
すごいですね。告白もしないで勝手に変えてくる。外堀から埋めてくるパターン。
That's my man. That's how he does things. Recently, though, a lot of my students and other people have been coming to me looking for love life advice.
それ B の授業とかで？
Yeah. So I tell them to make food. Always make food. So it worked for me. I mean, in America, we have a saying, the easiest way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
はいはい、胃袋つかめ的なね、チーズケーキあげたら結婚できると。
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And it worked, man. I made a cheesecake and he updated Facebook. So that's how it went. So ladies, make that cheesecake.
ちょっと待って、英会話のレッスン中に恋愛相談とかしてるんですか？
Yeah, but honestly, I don't know why people do that, but sometimes they're really upset and we spend the entire lesson talking about their problems. So I try to do my best to make them feel better and to kind of forget their problems. So luckily though, every booth at B Cafe comes equipped with a tissue box. So it's okay.
泣いちゃう人とかもいるってことですか？
Well,
すげえな。講師すげえな。具体的にどんな相談があるんですか？
Well, things like, not messaging, no presents, being too busy to meet, and not being approached by men, by people they consider to be their type.
まあなんか切実な。どういうアドバイスするんですか？
Basically, I tell them that they need to communicate more. Communication is key.
なんかそれっぽいですね。
So, for example, when people tell me that they are mad at their partner because they don't message them enough, I tell them that, number one, they can't get angry at the person because that person doesn't know why they're angry at them. Because they don't know you want them to message you. They don't know that. So you can't get angry. So if you're hostile and aggressive over, line or on the phone, they don't understand. And that causes more problems than it solves. And things just get a lot more escalated. So it's just, not good. So you got to go talk to them. You got to tell them what you want. If you want them to message you, tell them you want them to message you. I mean, you don't have to be like, message me. You gotta be like delicate, like a flower. You gotta let them kind of give them options. Be soft about it. Don't demand. Just communicate your wants and needs.
まあ勝手に怒っててもしょうがないってことですよね。ちゃんと言えと。はい。
Yeah, you gotta communicate. Also, but the problem is buying presents or paying for everything.
これは日本、アメリカ問わずですか？
Well, both. That's a problem I think a lot of people, both anywhere, not just America or Japan, anywhere. So you get that common problem like, they don't give me any presents. Well, this is more of a man issue. Women kind of get upset about this. Women want the presents. Women want presents. But so they want presents and then they get upset because there's no presents. And I'm like, well, do you give presents to your man? No. Well, then why do you think he should give you a present? Because I'm a girl. No, that's not how it works. And you can't give a present expecting to get one back. That's not how this works. You give a present because you love someone, you like them, you want to make them happy, not because they'll get you a diamond necklace. No, again, not how the world turns. I mean, they're not your parents. Only mommy and daddy buys you that crap sometimes.
なるほどね。
But it's just, you can't give things expecting things back. You can't think you deserve stuff without putting in effort. You gotta give what you get.
くれくれ言っててもしょうがないと。すごく真っ当なアドバイスですね。
Maybe. I don't know. I just spout stuff.
ちなみにさっき言ってた時間を割いてくれない問題っていうのはどうすればいいんですかね？
Oh, the whole not having enough time is also another really big problem. So a lot of times I'm too busy or I have too much work or, it's in my mind, it's an excuse. Not always, but usually maybe they're tired or they just don't want to do it. And this happens to men and women, not just men, not just women, both do this. And the thing is, if you truly love someone, you really like them, you're going to make time for them. This is the most truth I can ever tell you. If you want to be with someone, you will make time.
今じゃなくてもね、先の予定を入れとくとかしますよね。まあそういう時間を全然くれないような相手とはもう
Don't waste your time. Move on.
Next.
Move on. Because life's too short to be waiting.
非常に明快でいいと思います。じゃあなんかタイプじゃない男から言い寄られてるってやつは？
Well, this happens a lot to everyone. So men, women, American, Japanese. So I always tell people, if someone approaches you that's not your type, don't turn them down, don't ignore them, give them a chance. I mean, looks don't last forever. What really lasts a long time is, personality, who they are as a person. And you can't see that. You got to talk to them. So you got to give them a chance. They might surprise you. They could be the next, funniest person in the world. I mean, people who can make you laugh, those are the best people. You find someone who makes you laugh, you marry them. You marry them and never let them go. Because, man, you'll be laughing until you die. And that's the greatest feeling. Someone who makes you laugh, makes you feel good. That's the type of person you want to be with. And you can't see that on their face. You got to talk to them. You got to be with them. Go on a couple dates. And I've had people who've told me this, and I'm like, go on that date. Oh, he's not my type. I don't care. Go on that date. give him a chance or give her a chance, and then you might surprise you. And I've had lots of success.
わかったわかった。
Stop talking, Sarah.
まあでもなんかすごいカリスマっぽい回答というか、確かにね、Looks don't last forever.
Nope, they don't.
確かにね、これは私の周りの調子こいてる独身貴族どもにも伝えてやりたいですね。なんかちょうど週末にその男友達と飲んでて、そいつの結婚条件を過剰書きにしたんですよ。で、最低条件を書けと、理想じゃなくて。つったらもう最後まで可愛いと30歳以下が外れないっていうね。最低条件可愛いっていう。
That's like, so the whole idea is that, you know, we all want the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend. But, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can try to get it, but it's not really realistic. It's not very attainable. You know, no one's perfect. Love is not perfect. You know, go for it.
いやー、いいですね。あれ、旦那さんとあんまり揉めたことないんですか？
No, not really. Like, so fighting isn't really my thing. I don't really fight, and he doesn't either. But our biggest problem in the beginning was communication. So I had to really work on him to get him to talk. So one time, basically this happens a lot. Like, he'll get angry, but he'll be like passive aggressive and not tell me anything, and he'll just be grumpy.
はいはいはい。空気読んでほしい的なね。
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. So what I used to do is take him to a cafe, and we will sit in the cafe for like 3 hours. I just stare at him in silence until this man finally decides to tell me why he's grumpy at me. And you know what? And it's always, you don't do the dishes enough. And I'm like, you made me sit here for 3 hours to tell me I didn't do the dishes. So, and you know what? That's his problem. I fix it. I do the dishes more. But problem is, he made me sit there for 3 hours for him to tell me that. I was like, really?
笑っちゃいけないけどね。まあ深刻なね、話ですよね。
But it's like the dishes. You don't do the dishes.
日々生活してたらね。
I almost punched him in the face. I would have killed him there.
でもね、まあわかります。確かね、今年の10月号のカルチャーマップの時にも話した気がしますけど、これはもう悪いところです。
Yeah, well, just remember, communication is key. So if there is no communication in the relationship, it's gonna die.
はいはいはい。
Probably slowly and painfully. So you always want a partner that is honest with you and that will accept your thoughts and feelings, right? You don't want to date someone who refuses to listen to you or refuses to acknowledge your ideas or your opinions. If you get that person, don't waste your time because you don't need that in your life.
熱いな。
And if they end up becoming more, that type of personality tends to go into, more controlling, more scarier things where, abuse could happen. So you want to be careful because those are red flags that come from that kind of activity and that personality. So you got to be careful with those types of people. You want someone who will accept you, kind of go with the flow and just accept you for who you are.
なるほどね。
A little change doesn't hurt anyone, but if they can't accept anything you say, don't waste your time.
OK。サラさん、すいません、ちょっと時間がないんですけど。
I know. I talk too much.
そろそろ EJ の話しないと。ということで、最新号 EJ12 月号を見てみましょ
う。Oh, wow. The cover looks delicious? Maybe?
これ美味しそうじゃないですか。
I don't know.
あれでしょ、ローストビーフのアンクルートでしょ。
I don't know. It doesn't look like any spices. It just looks bland.
いいのこれ団中的しずる感なの。とりあえず目次読んでください。はい。
Okay, I'm sorry. So let's take a look at the table of contents then. So we have an interview with Jamie Oliver, Yoga for Home, and Film Scope The Circle.
あ、これ見ました？
I haven't seen. I have no idea what that is.
はい、次行こう。はい、
Okay, so next we have the top 10 British food.
これサラさんってUK フードのイメージどうですか？
Okay, I've never really had British food before, but what I've seen and heard, it's not very good. The only thing I've ever had was like fish and chips.
じゃあちょっとこのベスト10を発表しましょうよ。
Nice, but where did you find this?
これ誰がこのベスト10決めたかってこと？
Yeah.
書いてありますね。EJ が勝手にランキング。今回 EJ はイギリス人が好きなイギリス料理を現地で大調査。それをもとに美味しいイギリス料理ベスト10を勝手に作成しました。
That's so confusing. What?
これはいわゆるブラックボックス。
Black box? What?
まあこの番組自体もそうなんですけど、勝手にってつけたら何でも許されるって思ってる風潮ありますよね。
Okay. Well, let's look at the top 10 then. So we have number 10, alcoholic drinks. Number 9, puddings. Number 8, cheeses. Yeah, so far it's just bar food.
あれ、サラさんってお酒飲まれるんでしたっけ？
No, I don't like to drink. I'm boring. I'm very boring. Just 梅酒。
やばいですね。ちょっとブリティッシュフードとの相性が。
No.
どんどん行きましょう、どんどん。
So number 7 is haggis. Ugh. So this is a traditional Scottish dish. So it's basically, I think, like sheep organs and stuff wrapped in an animal's stomach. It's just, people say it's good, but I don't believe it. It's scary. But anyway, I think it's gross. But number 6 is toad in the hole. I have no idea what that is. So toad in the hole, or sausage toad, is a traditional English dish consisting of sausages in Yorkshire pudding batter, usually served with onion gravy and vegetables. Number 5 is Scotch egg.
どうですか？なんか気になる料理ありますか？
Oh, so far, I don't really want to try anything.
マジ
Shit
で
sounds scary. So number 5, English breakfast. Number 3, shepherd's pie. Shepherd pies, or cottage pie, is a meat pie with the topping of mashed potatoes. Number 2 is
ちょっとなんで
fish
さっ
and
き
chips.
最後なんか歌ったの？
I like mashed potatoes.
そういうこと？
So I always sing
あれはご
mashed
機嫌のあれな。はは
potatoes.
は
So shepherd's pie is probably pretty good. It's
Oh.
okay. And then number 2, fish and chips.
はいはいはいはい。あ、やばい、ちょっともうこの部屋を出なきゃいけないっていう。あと言ってなきゃいいですか？この3位のシェパーズパイなんですけど、これラムなんですよね。サラさんラム好きですか？
I like lamb. I love lamb. I've had shepherd pie before.
シェパーズパイはいける。
Yeah, but it was bland.
じゃあぜひここのお店に行ってほしい。表参道のフランツ&エヴァンス。EJ45 ページで紹介されているモダンブリティッシュのデリカフェなんですけど、私実は一昨日行ってきたんですよね。このページにも出てくる美人店長の高橋美穂さん、このミポリンがシェパーズパイを勧めてくれまして。
Did you meet her?
そうそう、僕ラム嫌いなんですけど、これめっちゃうまかったですよ。スパイスも効いてましたよ。
Oh, really? I mean, like, if you said it tastes good, then it's, I should try it, definitely. I'm going to do it. But also, I think that everyone should go to their nearest bookstore and check out the British dish that is number 1.
そうですね。1位はぜひ12月号をお手に取ってお確かめください。はい。といったあたりで勝手に EJ いかがだったでしょうか。ネタ本 EJ12 月号は全国の書店で絶賛発売中。Kindle だとたった1200円。今月号ではアミナさんとのトーク書き起こし記事が掲載されております。また、この冬から英会話頑張りたいという女性は、ぜひ B 私の英会話を検索してみてください。この番組を聞いて B に入会された方には、スクールから勝手に EJ 特製ノベリティグッズがプレゼントされます。
Yeah, so please come to be 私の英会話. I'd love to meet you all. It's all for women. And we can talk about our love life.
余計なお世話。
Tell me your love stories.
はい。そして、純子と私の会社が提供しております教員向け音読管理アプリRepeaTalkもフリートライアルを募集中でございます。2020年に向けて生徒たちをビシビシ鍛えたい先生方はお気軽にウェブからお問い合わせください。ということで、次回の配信は2017年、12月中旬になります。皆さんさようなら。
Bye bye!